Good morning. It's happening. Woohoo! We're here. My name is Reverend Annie Bachelder and I'm on Akashic channel. I channel the Akashic Beings of Light. I channel Anubis. Anubis was the original guide that I received when I opened a channel back in 1988, and Anubis is still here with me, sharing his wisdom and divine information, helpful divine information. And I also channel, on occasion, the Great Creatress comes through. She is the Akashic Beings of Light. That's what they call the Divine Feminine, the Supreme Divine Feminine. Good morning, Judy Sloman Breeding. How wonderful that you're here. Hi, Pat. Hello, everybody on YouTube. I'm so delighted that you are all here. So, I'm so delightful. I'm happy this morning, I gotta say. So, I'm gonna open with this. It's called The Nature of the Divine. The queendom of the divine is within. The divine and I are one. I and the divine are one. It is the divine's good pleasure to give me the queendom. The divine is the only power. There are not two powers, as in good and evil. The divine is the only power. The divine is infinite. The divine is infinite being. The divine is infinite intelligence. The divine is infinite consciousness. The divine is my individual consciousness. The divine is infinite supply. The divine is infinite love. The divine performs the work I am given to do. The divine doeth the works, not I. The divine withholds nothing from me or from you. The divine already knows what is needed. The divine is the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. The divine is not punishing me or you for any reason. Neither do I condemn thee. The divine does not judge me or you. Therefore, there is nothing to forgive. Let me repeat that. The divine does not judge me or you. Therefore, there is nothing to forgive. All right. Well, I welcome you and I'm so grateful to be here. So, I'm going to look and see who has questions, who we talking to, what is needed here today. I'm looking at these comments. Hello, Marco. Hello, Pat. Good morning, Teresa. So nice that you are here. And I'm I'm open for questions. If not, I will fill in the space with talk about things like my upcoming classes. um, so let's see. The biggest news is the Living as Your Soul writing workshop, and I want to invite all of you to do that. It's I'm holding this Wednesday evenings, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, till 7 p.m. Pacific, or 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock Eastern, and this is a really inspiring way to explore the nature of your soul, how your soul thinks, responds, creates, manifests, and it creates a huge, sturdy link between you and your soul, because you have experiences of your soul in this class. You have physical, practical, understandable, applicable experiences of your soul in this class. And it's based on my book, Chapter 15 of Living as Your Soul. Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness, Chapter 15, which is also called Living as Your Soul. So it's based on this, and this is a useful book. It's got Chapter 2 teaches you how to open your records, and it's required for reading, for doing the class. It'll set the basics up for you about opening your Akashic Records and learning how to work in there, because it's such a huge resource. It is amazingly powerful. I got a whole book out of the Akashic Records. That's what Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness is all about. It's the book that I got channeled through me because of the Akashic Records, and when I was in my records, that's how it came through. Anyhow, and I want to share some of this with you, in how much or little is useful to you. I find that there's a healing every time I open my records, and I'm in with my soul's energy and the record of my soul's entire existence. So let's see. Teresa says, is there anything I need to be aware of or focus on regarding my upcoming trip to Nicaragua? I do have a stopover plan. Let me just freshen this freshen this page so I can see it on my screen here. It's not coming up. Okay. I do have a stopover plan in Panama and USA. TSA was not happy with US when I was departing Panama earlier this month. Also seeing airplane mishaps almost daily. Okay, you're seeing airplane mishaps almost daily. All right, so it's always intriguing when the fear comes in and says, yikes. Oh, thank you, Teresa. I look lovely today. It's a good hair day. It's curling by itself. So when fear kicks in, that can be a call to go inside and check in with your own light. You do not have to choose to resonate with fear. You can go in and be in your light, and then you are connected with your soul and the divine automatically, and then you are completely on track, on purpose, doing the right things, breathing the right way, eating the right stuff, it makes such a difference. You don't have to leave this centering light that you are. You get to be that all the time. Be that all the time. There you go. Yes, 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 Teresa. That's, oh yeah. And relax your shoulders. Release the tension. Let that just go up and out of your body. You don't need that. That's right. Yeah. Deep breathe it out. Yeah. So I would expect fluctuations in flight schedules, and just be flexible. And to allow that might happen. You know, arrive early, be willing to stay late, have a good book, maybe something to munch on, you know. She says, thank you, I do feel on track, not really having fear, but yes, tension. Okay, right. And when I'm tense, I'm more susceptible to be hooked by fear, you know. You know, fear, oh boy, wow, how should I protect myself, defend myself? Okay, and being the light that we are intrinsically, being the light of our soul, is being prepared. Because it's only this physical body and this personality that will disappear if we die. We are eternal beings. You are an eternal being. And just keep reminding yourself of that. Let me just look again. I want to see, I know that the United States President, not my president, but the United States President has said some awful things about other countries that are none of my business, and I do not agree with what has been said, and it's ridiculous. However, so bless yourself, bless the plane that you're going to be on, bless the operators of the plane, whether it's the pilots or the steward and stewardesses. Bless the air traffic controllers on all ends and all along the distance that you will cover. Bless the nation of Nicaragua that you are going to. Bless. And know that you bring no harm. You are not a harmful person. You do no harm. I would suggest you make sure that you keep your money close. Keep your money safe. Because there are people who are hungrier than we are. And that makes them do things that they wouldn't normally do. There you go. But that's not to add fear to the situation. It's just, you know, it's the old saying, trust Muhammad, hobble your camel at night. You know, be practical. I hope you only see my love and light and know I am not any threat, of course. There you go. In fact, even remove the word threat, and that they know that you're a contribution. You are bringing your being there, you are bringing your light there, you're bringing your consciousness there. It's you're doing everything that you should do. Yeah. I've got some strong essential oils going today. Woohoo! Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Looking for any other questions that somebody might have. I love questions. You know, that whole Living as Your Soul workshop based on chapter 15 in my book, Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness, is it's all about answering questions and perceiving questions from your soul's perspective, from the perspective of your divine light within, and from the Akashic Records perspective. The Akashic perspective is always enlightening. It's like way different from my personal human perspective. And if I stay in that thread, in that envelopment of that energy, then there's terrific wisdom that comes through. Really awesome. Okay. Teresa says, my first day in Panama, I found a missing child. You might have missed my question. Oh, Pat, did I miss your question? I'm not seeing questions well on my laptop. So let me go further up and see if I missed. Pat's got great questions. I love all that. Okay, I'm going back up. Pat, I'm not seeing your question. Where did your question go, Pat? Let's see. I did miss your question, Pat. Would you mind writing it again? I'm sorry. For some reason, it's not registering either on my phone or on my laptop. And I don't know, this stuff is wacky. I'm going to refresh my page. Sometimes that helps. Today it doesn't seem to be doing squat except for taking the original video back. All right. Pat, if you'd be kind enough to write it in again. Oh, there we go. Okay. Do you have a shortcut way to check in with your God spark at the beginning of a project? Yes. Okay. Here it is. And I call this your permanent atom of light. Your God spark is a great way to put it, Pat. That's perfect. Perfect way to put it. Okay, close your eyes. And just with your inner eyes, look around your body, and there is one spark of light that seems more intensely brilliant and strong than anything else in your body. It's somewhere in the trunk of the body, in my experience. It can be anywhere in your physical self, in your physical being. Just focus on that spark. And there it is. Whoa. you focused on it and it got really, really big. Well done, Pat. And that's my experience of my permanent atom of light. As soon as I hone in on it, it goes and gets really big. It's bigger than my body. And then I'm there. And I'm in that permanent atom of light. And by that, I mean, it's the atom of light that goes with you from body to body to body to body. It is the essence of your soul. It is the essence of your blueprint, your soul blueprint. It's got that spark of the divine. When she created you as a point of light and consciousness, she took a spark of her light and created you, the soul, the spark of light, the spark of consciousness, that permanent atom of light, to be you. And it goes with you whether you're in a body or in between embodiments. This is how the guides know to find us. They look for our energy signature, which is our permanent atom of light as well. You know, we are easily identified by our specific unique light frequencies. There you go. Yes. And that was a long description, but it's definitely, it definitely gets you tuned in. Does it move around in my body? Yeah, it moves around. I find it in different places. It can be down in my lower belly. It can be up near my heart or in a shoulder. It can be in my midsection. And I haven't noticed that means anything. It just moves around in my body. Oh, this is the great creatress. And regarding that permanent atom of light, that spark of light that goes with you, that light that I instilled in you and used to create you. Yes, it moves around. And there are times when it moves to a part of your body that needs attention. It can move as far down as the feet. It can move as high as the crown of the head. It can always move anywhere in your being. It can be in a fingertip or a thumbprint. It can be in an elbow. It can be anywhere. And you can use this spark of light as a point of healing to generate relaxation, to recreate order. Just let any noises you might hear in the background be. You don't have to do anything about it. There you go. So, the spark of light can go to places in your body that are asking for more light, more healing. To relax, to have the original divine order reestablished. There's a timer going off inside my house. It's got my attention, and my sweetheart is not present to turn it off. Little disruption. There we go. Okay. So, does it move around in your body? Sometimes, this is the great creatress speaking, sometimes I move it into different parts of your body that are ready to open. And in this case today, the divine is moving that spark of light into the very place where the back of my head, where my neck meets my head, right in there is where she's putting it. And she's doing that as a way of opening up my channeling reception. Very good, okay. And she's having me open up to expand, to include all of you, so that she can transmit her love and her honoring of all of you, whether you are watching this at the time it's spoken and created, this video, or later. If you are watching this on YouTube, you are also being held in the divine love and light of the great creatress. Very circular, spherical energy. And the energy is growing stronger, more solid, more effective. It's a big divine hug. A big divine hug. You may find that there is a place in the third eye that is being relaxed and cleared and opened up. So certain spiritual principles can be blended more easily with your physical understanding. There you go. Very good. Yes. And this is as it should be. For the Divine always holds us in her love, in her light. And so being receptive is so important. Being receptive to new ideas and an expanded experience of divine light. Always helpful, always useful, always healing, always loving. And in my world, always welcome. Who doesn't need another love beam expanding around you, encircling you with divine love? Very good. Very good. Now, I've been trying to promote also a class called the Akashic Records Intensive. It's 3 Saturdays of Akashic Records teaching. I teach you the basics, and then we go into the advanced class, and we'll explore past lives, ancestral, connecting with the ancestors, connecting with deceased people. We channel the Akashic Records of a crystal, you can channel the records of a property, an address, a physical place, an apartment, an office, if you the department where you work, if you're in a large corporation. Thank you, Pat. And I want to get into more about doing readings for others, doing Akashic Records readings for others. We'll start tapping into that a bit more, and what that's like, and how to receive the information and energy, and give you a chance to read for the other students. Do some swaps, some reading swaps with 1 or 2 of the other students in the class. And that's going to be 3 Saturdays in a row. This Saturday it starts March 1st, and the 2 following Saturdays after that, 9 a.m. Pacific time to 2 p.m. Pacific time. And that class is normally $595, but you get $100 off if you pay in full by Friday the 28th, which is the day before class. Listen, you have to make up your mind pretty quick here. I know I didn't get this information out really early, but it is happening. And I am going to repeat this class later on in the year, and I have to look and see when that is. I think it's in May, at the end of May, like a Friday night, a Saturday, and a Sunday in May. I'll repeat the class, Akashic Records Intensive. So it's really going to go deeply into how to open your records, how to do readings in different ways, how to access those who have died through your loved ones, and how to do readings for others. It's really in depth. That's why I'm calling it an intensive. It's like really in depth. You want the whole banana about the Akashic Records, that's the class. Now, also coming up is the Living as Your Soul writing workshop, and that begins on Wednesday, March 5th, and it goes 7 evenings from 5 p.m. Pacific to 7 p.m. Pacific through the last day of class is April 16th. 7 p.m., or excuse me, 5 p.m. Pacific, ending at 7 p.m. Pacific. And that class is normally $625. And if you pay by this Friday, it's only $500. So you got to pay in full. If you need a payment plan, you don't get as much of a discount, but you can contact me. Like, DM me as Messenger or email me at anniechannels@gmail.com, anniechannels@gmail.com. And all you have to do is you pay your tuition and make sure I have your email address so I can give you the right instructions and the Zoom link for the class. That's what I need for either one of those classes. So the one that starts on Saturday, the Akashic Records Intensive, or if you want to do both, that would be like, woohoo! That would be a deep dunk. Living as Your Soul Writing Workshop begins Wednesday, March 5th at 5 p.m. But you need to get payment into me before Friday. All right. Let's see. I'm just trying to see if there are more questions. Thank you, Marco. I think that's it for today. I think I've been giving you enough information about this class. I'm even going to put the information about this class in the comments here so that you have it. Oh, I'm not sure that was the right, no, that's not it. I have to do that when I'm not in the middle of channeling. But you could see it, probably the posting right below this live has the information on Living as Your Soul Writing Workshop. And I will also make sure that the Akashic Records Intensive is up there as well so that you can read more about it. And of course, I am always available for questions and, inquiries. Even if you're not a channel or something like that, you don't have to be that. You don't have to have all that expertise or experience to open your Akashic Records. And beginners are really, really welcome. There's nothing wrong with being a beginner. I honor that. And what a rank beginner I was when I started channeling. I knew nothing, and I was very young. All right, my friends, I wish you a very, very pleasurable day. Thank you so much. Well done, folks.